Hey, what's up? Speaking to me again. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about politics today. As most of you know, who know me personally, I'm not registered with any political party actually, but I do follow and am a student of conservative politics. You know, it just makes sense to me. Especially libertarians. They make the most sense out of any of them, but you're going to notice in the future when I get my shows and all that produced, you're going to notice a lot of fictional empires and stuff like that. And to be quite honest, that's the kind of stuff I want to live in. You know, not really capitalist, but aristocratic empire, more or less, you know. It makes sense, you know, you're rewarded for hard work. It's the obvious truth. And, you know, people ask me, I go to a school that, you know, it seems like, it's my dad went there as conservative school. The school seems like it's more liberal than it is conservative, and it's really, it's just, sometimes it's frustrating, you know. People ask me all the time, it's like, why are you conservative if you go to this school? Well, here's the deal. Last year I tutored a kid in an inner city school. He never asked for my help, even if I offered him my help. And when he needed my help, he asked me specifically not to give him the answer, but to help guide him for the answer. This program was designed to help the inner city students with some potential to get into my school. And basically the first thing that the director said, the minute I stepped through that door, he was like, you kids are going to work, and your tutors are going to help you work, because once you get into St. X, that's all you're going to be doing is working. And this student I tutored worked very hard, and he's now a freshman at my school. So that's the point of it. That just strengthened my conservatism. I saw the drabness of his neighborhood. You know, it was the worst neighborhood you could possibly think of, and now this kid's a freshman at a school where 99.9% of the students graduate and move on to college. Think about it. The kid worked hard, and now he's being rewarded, and he loves the school. He's getting great grades. The teachers here love him. He's not a troublemaker, even though he is from a place where a lot of troublemakers are brewed. Alright? And that's my mantra. Work hard, get paid. Well, I guess you could also say for America, I guess an aristocratic empire would not work for America. Americans are not like that. But what I believe is what's best for America. Alright? And people are going to be disputing, they're going to go, oh, this is best for America. No, this is best for America. What's best for America is what America wants. And America is the people of America. Alright? That's my mantra there, right? You are not truly free with the government limiting what you can do, what you can say, right? I am strongly anti-communist. I just despise communism. There's going to be a picture on the Facebook page soon of a comparison between North and South Korea, depending, with the at night from space. Some of you might have seen this. It was a shot from a satellite, an American satellite, shining down on the Korean peninsula. And it was just showed the gloriousness of South Korea and just the drabness of North Korea. Another reason why I'm against communism is because it's so limiting, right? I saw pictures of communist East Germany, right? And every citizen had to live in one of those block houses. What kind of American would want to live in one of those? Okay, those people have to live in those houses. Alright? There's no chance for anybody in a communist nation to get up and succeed in the world. Alright? That's what America is about. That's why we are capitalists. We are capitalists because capitalism is success. By definition, basically. Success through monetary, that's the more specific definition. But my broad term of capitalism is success. Alright? And if you see me before, you know I have my long hair. You know I kind of have my, my erratic personality. But that doesn't change how a country is run, alright? And that's why I'm registering for the America First Party, because they know what America needs. They put America first. The Constitution was written, alright? That's what we got. If you want to change the Constitution, let America vote on that. But for now, we got what we got, alright? There's no changing that. So, I mean, that's kind of my idea of politics. People call me a Nazi, people call me, racist and all that. For the record, that kid I tutored was black, right? I'm friends with black people, I'm friends with Asians, Hispanics. I mean, I'm a good friend with somebody who's part, Chinese, part Japanese. I love the Japanese. I love how they run their government in Japan. That's another thing. If I was ever elected president, the one thing that I would reform, yes, you hear a conservative say reform, alright, the education system. That's the one thing that America needs to kill crime, is a good education. If you look, going back to this tutoring this kid, he's getting a great education now, and he's rising out of this poor society. And public schools in this country cannot compete with private schools at all when it comes to education, because nobody wants to do anything about them. And frankly, they're not suitable for Americans. I'm gonna use the Japanese again. In Japan, their public schools are more competitive when it comes to academic standards. Sorry, they're a lot more competitive, way up there compared to the Japanese. Alright, and you'll see this mentioned a lot in Japanese literature, because, I'm sort of an otaku. But, that's just basically the one thing that America needs to combat crime, alright? Alright, so let me put it in a nutshell. Fiscal conservatism, paleoconservatism, which means, back in the day, kind of. Education reform, strong military, for the better America. And the one thing America needs: pizza.